getting really close to Christmas time, but in reality, for birthdays, just for gifts, thoughtful gifts for friends, mothers, whoever, jewelry.
It's always a good idea.
It's never a bad idea. It's always a good idea. And honestly, I've seen so many different jewelry companies out there, especially popping up online on social media. But Ana Luisa is a fantastic company to get quality material, quality jewelry that holds up. It lasts a long time. And Ana Luisa designs pieces with a more beautiful story from the beginning to the end.
I love the necklaces I got from them. I'm actually wearing one right now.
Yeah.
And I can shower with it. Doesn't turn green. It's like really good materials. Love it. Love layering them.
Offering a 365-day warranty. And they have new jewelry collections released every Friday. We highly recommend you check out Ana Luisa at shop.analuisa.com/reps. We absolutely love them. Their pieces start at $39 with sales up to 25% off. Get your holiday gift at shop.analuisa.com/reps. Again, it's shop.analuisa.com/reps. Sure, the weather's turning and it's getting colder out, but know what? I don't mind one bit because I really do enjoy staying in and watching Sundance Now. There are so many amazing shows I cannot get enough of. Sundance Now is full of riveting storytelling and fresh perspective. It is an ad-free streaming service and it was created by AMC Networks for people who appreciate
riveting storytelling and fresh perspectives.
If you're interested in watching episodic shows that have to do with World War II, the Cold War, a great show that you should watch is called Shadow Lines.
Oh, you know which one I love? Discovery of Witches.
Ooh.
It's so flippin' good. It's a British series. It's a perfect mix of period drama, romance, edge of your seat thriller. Seasons 1 and 2 are streaming, which I always love when they're all backed up. So I can sit and really watch all of them in a row. And season 3 is coming in January. I'm super excited.
So it's perfect for the wintertime because if it's cold and wet and rainy outside, you're not going out.
I'm not going anywhere.
You can stream Sundance Now on all your favorite devices for as low as $4.99 a month. Just download the app or watch online and discover exclusive shows from around the world instantly.
Start streaming your next obsession now. Try Sundance Now for 30 days by going to sundancenow.com and use promo code REPS. That's sundancenow.com, code REPS for 30 days of free streaming.
Sundancenow.com with the promo code REPS.
When you think about your health, you mostly think about your diet and exercise.
Yeah, that's the first thing you think about.
But research increasingly shows that a healthy gut microbiome is crucial to a healthy life. Did you know? Now you know.
It's almost like I knew, but I didn't want to know.
Right.
You know? You guys, Pendulum Therapeutics is the first and only biotech company to isolate an important beneficial bacterial strain and put that strain into a convenient new probiotic-rich capsule that is formulated to help manage type 2 diabetes and nurture your body's microbiome. So this may not be for everybody. However, if you are someone who has type 2 diabetes or know someone that does, this could definitely benefit you.
Pendulum Glucose Control is the first and only medical probiotic clinically shown to help manage type 2 diabetes when taken with medication.
Over time, people with type 2 diabetes lose the gut bacteria that help them digest fiber, manage blood glucose levels. For those with type 2 diabetes, diet and exercise alone are often not enough to manage it. The best approach emphasizes diet, exercise, and a healthy gut microbiome.
This connection has been widely recognized by leading scientists studying diabetes, including the American Diabetes Association, the Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins, and others.
If you've struggled to manage these levels with diet and exercise alone, Pendulum Glucose Control is designed to lower A1C and after-meal blood glucose levels to help you manage your type 2 diabetes. If you or someone you love has type 2 diabetes, take control of glucose levels with Pendulum Glucose Control. Use code REPS at pendulumlife.com to get 20% off all products.
That's pendulumlife.com. Promo code REPS for 20% off.
You guys, I'm in Florida right now.
Hey guys, by the way, welcome to Between the Reps with Brooke and Jeanna. Welcome to our conversation.
I'm back in Florida. They're like, Brooke, why the fuck are you in Florida all the time? Beats me. It's been like overall temperature wise this time of year out here, way more pleasant.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah.
Like definitely not as humid, just not as hot.
Oh, you mean more pleasant than
yes,
other times.
When I've been here prior.
Got it. Yes.
You know, because what it is here is it's damp. It's muggy. It is, you know, basically I don't, you know, anyone who lives over here still, you know, on the East Coast or whatever might still go to Florida and be like, oh yeah, it gets really hot and humid there. Okay. Yes. But you're already more used to humidity than us over on the West
yes.
are used to. Because like even in Santa Cruz.
Well, especially Utah.
Yes. But even in Santa Cruz, it's just nowhere near.
No.
It's like we have like a nice little bit of humidity that like, you know, you don't feel dry, but it doesn't, you're not like damp.
Well, you don't get the super extreme weather either.
Yeah.
It's pretty mild.
But it's been nicer, except for the last few days. It's been really foggy in the morning. It almost looks cold outside.
Oh, and then you go outside and it's like what, like 70?
It's not cold.
Oh.
And we've gone to the gym because we've gone a few times with Cammie and Dave while they're in their prep. And so do some cardio and then just like a bunch, you know, nothing like high reps.
Like bodybuilder type stuff.
But like high reps and like really low weight, just this portion of time before they compete. They call it depletion week, whatever. I am a sweaty fucking mess. Like, dude, it's like embarrassing. So
well, I mean, you're supposed to sweat at the gym. That's the place to do it.
So
it'd be one thing if you were just
sweaty.
like standing in line at a Starbucks sweating like that. That would be disgusting.
I've experienced that here. Yes. Dude, we went and watched Dave. He competed last week. And so we went and supported him. You guys, Dave Lipson, if you don't know who he is, or if you've familiar with, you know, Camille LeBlanc-Bazinet. We've had her on the podcast. She talked about her pregnancy and we're going to have her back on the podcast, but it's her husband and they have, we'll have Dave on too. And he can kind of talk about his company and what he does, but there's a lot of people, right? It's in this like I would say like pretty small auditorium type place. And we got there and I'm standing in the back because there's people everywhere instead of like going down,
like sitting in front
to find chairs. And I'm just standing there and I've got like a tank top on and my jeans because it was actually really nice outside. It wasn't, you know, it was nighttime. Yeah. And I am just standing there and I'm just starting to get real hot and I'm getting damp, like a little sweaty, like on my back. And I had to have Todd. I was like, can you blow on my back? So Cammie's laughing because we're watching. She's laughing and Todd's just, I'm just not cut out for this weather.
Hey guys,
this, like,
get yourself a guy that'll blow on your back. That sounded so dirty.
Hey guys, find yourself someone who will blow on your back. Not blow out your back, or that too.
Or well, you know, that could be lovely in the
blow on it.
Yeah,
blow it out.
During, maybe not after. Oh my God. Speaking of blowing out your back, I blew my back out.
Really?
Someone else. I wish it was somebody else that blew it out, but I blew it out myself.
It was you.
Doing nothing.
You're masturbating that hard?
Fuck. That would not be a pretty picture. Just till I blow my own back out. No. No, I don't know. It was like over the weekend. And,
really?
You know, I got really drunk on...
Yeah. Christmas party.
Yeah. No, it was Saturday night.
Or, sorry, a Thanksgiving party.
Yeah, it was like at some friend of ours' house. And I just had we just moved Ruby out.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, come on, Jeanna, you always get drunk. But actually, I have not been getting drunk that much lately. And I'd had a really emotional day. I've been talking about wanting to I've been talking about wanting Ruby out for so long, because you get to that point with your kid where they're an adult living with an adult that's still acting like a child. And that's very annoying. So I was very excited about her moving out. Well, we got all of this stuff out of her bedroom, and I just kept walking by her bedroom, and I was like, oh my God, like, this is it. Like she's gone, my last kid. And it was very emotional for me. I have to be honest. I had like a full breakdown driving over to our friend's house. I was just bawling, and I don't know if I know why it is, but it was just an emotional mess. So I got there and I was just like throwing him back right and left. And I was telling Brooke, she sends me a voice note. You sent me a voice note and go, wait, hold on. Did you pass out in a reindeer costume? Yes.
You guys, well, but I just want to say this before Jeanna tells this whole story, because it's so good. I mean, I spent every day with my bestest friend every day.
I know. So sad now.
Literally every day. And now I don't have her. And so there's like this period of like, I'm so much sadness and I miss her so much. And then also this period of like this, not period, there's just period. There's this moment where also I turn into a really jealous bitch. And like, so every time I see like all my friends or, cause we like to do themed parties. We like to go and do fun stuff. And, now it's not we, it's they. And,
I know. We always talk about it.
I'm watching Instagram, and I see like my friend Courtney's, there's a video, and it's just a video of a dead reindeer on the floor. And it's got Jeanna tagged in it. And I was like, wait a minute. She's not budging either. I'm like, so I text her and I was like, hey, first of all, were you passed out in a reindeer costume? And also, whose house was that where you were at? I've never been to that backyard. I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm like,
people?
So much FOMO, and also like concerned that, she wasn't properly taken care of. Someone just let her
nobody takes care of me like you. Well, no, what happened? So we went to our friends, and Carl and Lauren, but just haven't been to their house. So we all went over to their house, and, we're playing cornhole. I was awful at that. But I was just knocking them back. And dude, we were up until like 4 a.m. And I wake up the next morning, and I remember Courtney going home and saying, cause my car was at her house, and she's like, babe, I'm leaving. I was like, I'm having a great time. I'm staying, Yeah. And so, she's like, okay. So she left at like 11. So I wake up the next morning, it's like 8 a.m. and I'm on one couch, and I look across the way, and Megan's asleep on another couch, and their cat and I are just having like a stare down. And I'm like, whoa, where am I? And I realize like, oh shit, I'm in Carl and Lauren's living room. So I get up, and I'm obviously feeling like shit. And I look down, and I'm wearing an outfit that I did not show up in. And it's a reindeer onesie. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, how did I end up in this outfit? Apparently it was Megan's boyfriend, Marcus's. And I, at some point, really wanted to wear it. So I put it on. I don't remember putting it on. Apparently Megan got me to flash my boobs. I don't remember any of it. Thank God because I was like, oh my God, there were guys here. And they were like, oh, no, you just did it for the girls. And I was like, oh, okay, good. So I'm not like that. I'm not that bitch at the party.
I'm not that
bitch. So anyway, so I'm feeling like shit. I call Courtney, and I'm like, dude, I'm a mess. I need somebody to pick me up. I need food. I need my car. I just need to go somewhere. So I take all my stuff, because everyone's sleeping in the house, and I go outside, and I've got these like my boots on in this reindeer costume with the hood on, and all my clothes and my backpack. And I'm sitting on the sidewalk, and all of a sudden I hear these garage doors open. It's like, boo. And as it's coming up, it's like this little old lady is just staring me down. And I kind of look at her, because I'd been at one point like waiting for Courtney, like laying on the sidewalk. I mean, they think I'm a homeless person. So she looks at me, and she's got this little yapper dog, and she goes, I go, hi. And she goes, you're upsetting my dog. And I go, what? She goes, you're upsetting my dog. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. She goes, what are you doing out here? And I'm like, oh, I'm just waiting for my friend to pick me up. And that was not good enough for her. 'Cause she's like, bullshit. Like you don't belong in this neighborhood.
Bullshit. You live around here.
Yeah.
You live out in the streets here somewhere.
Yeah. Take your shit and go. And so it was just like one of those, I could not stop laughing because it was awkwardly long that she just stood directly across the street and just stared at me.
And you're like
for, I would say a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And I just kind of looked at her and I just like laid back down and like put my clothes over my face. And then I heard the truck pull up and I was like, okay, thank God. And then, but she stood there until I got in that car and drove away. I was like,
gosh.
oh my God. But yeah, so that picture is when I got back to Courtney's house. I still was in no condition to drive. So I just laid on the floor and then Asshole took a video of me. So yeah, that was rough, but I don't know. The whole point is that I was trying to figure out where I blew my back out. So there's other things I don't remember from that night. And you know me.
Yeah.
I was probably doing a dance contest or trying to do the centipede or whatever, the worm.
Yeah, you probably were doing the worm.
Yeah, doing something. But yeah, my back's been fucked up ever since.
Well.
Yeah, you play, you pay, man.
Yeah, you gotta pay to play.
Yeah, you gotta pay to play.
Man. Hey,
Hey, bro. You know?
Hey, you got a dart in your neck.
Still my favorite.
Just pull that thing out.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure at all. So you're leaving Florida on Monday, Tuesday?
Sunday.
I
see you on Monday.
Oh yeah, Tuesday. So I'll see you there.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah. So you leave Sunday and then I get there Monday. So you guys, I'm so excited. I haven't seen you in, well, it feels like way longer because we saw each other all the time. But since Halloween.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to go visit Brooke in Utah. Unfortunately, it can't be that long. It's only Monday through Thursday, but we're going to jam pack some snuggles and some fun in there. So
yeah. We're going to a gem class.
Yes, I know. Tell me more about that.
Well, I don't know much about it. So you guys, my sister called and I've always wanted to go to a jewelry making class and that's what it is. And she said that she saw a place and there was a new gem studio that opened up. And I was just like, oh, well, am I back in Santa Cruz?
Seriously.
A gem studio?
Gems and crystals? Woo.
And she said that it's, fairly pricey, I guess. It depends who you are, but you go in and you we'll pay like a flat rate and we get to make.
What do you mean who you are?
Well, like $100.
Like what you're going to make?
No, like it's pretty pricey depending on who you are. Like $100 might be pretty expensive for making a piece of jewelry for one person.
I thought you meant they were like, well, Jeanna. You guys.
Hey guys. You guys don't have to pay anything.
Yeah, right. No, I just thought it was like that. Okay. So yes, got it.
So basically what I understand is Lacey said that the jewelry you end up making is like pretty nice, like a nice,
awesome.
Probably have like quality, which will be great.
Yeah.
And
won't turn you green.
Yeah. Give me hives.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly.
Make my ears. You make earrings. Your ears are all like bleeding and like crusty. And you're like, but I really want to wear my earrings.
But it's so worth it.
Dude, I've been there.
Fuck.
When I was little. Oh man, only the finest can go in these earrings.
You're a bougie bitch.
Or they just get all red and irritated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll make some jewelry.
Fun.
I imagine you'll like pay a price. It'll be like a flat rate per like whatever you decided to make. This is an assumption, you guys. I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about, but I'm assuming. It's a huge assumption. But I imagine it's like, hey, I want to make a bracelet. And they'll probably have, I feel like they'll have examples there, and then they'll probably just give you some options for like, here's the metals you can use, or
Right.
here's some gems you can choose from. All right, you can't if any of the people that has spent this much money, you can choose from those gems over there.
But you know what? You know what'd be so funny is if you're not artistic or not good at it at all, which I imagine that I might be.
Me
not that
too.
great at it. You're pretty artistic.
I mean, I'm artistic, but it's like
yeah, but you're right. It's like, yeah, you could end up not being why can't I think of the word?
Creative enough.
Well, no, you're creative.
You know what would end up happening? Here's what would happen. I would make something that in my mind
Yes.
would suck. Right?
Yes.
But like you might really
I
like
would really
it.
like it.
Yeah. So maybe that's what we'll do.
Maybe we'll like give each other hours.
Yeah.
But you're like, but you're like, but Jeanna, yours also sucks.
Oh, Jeanna, like that time when we did when we did our
eyes on our chin.
Yeah. And I draw eyes on Jeanna's chin and, you know, her eyes with eyelashes and a nose. And then she does mine. And my eyes are like really far apart.
One's bigger than the other.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're more artistic than I am. So it's not necessarily fair. Or I feel like you would work so hard to do all this and then be like, wow, I just spent $150 for this really shitty fucking looking necklace that I'll never wear. Yeah. It could end up like that.
Well, or maybe,
but it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
We work for like, you know, a couple hours. We still can't figure it out. So we're like, can we just buy one?
Yeah, seriously. Just buy it. Yeah. Buy the one that they've already made. Cause you've done those painting classes before. You've gone to one of those painting classes?
No.
So they would do this like wine and painting or something. Oh, sorry.
You're good. I've wanted to. We've talked about it, but we haven't done.
So I've done it with my sisters before, and my youngest sister, Erica, is super artistic and I am not. And so, you know, they do it like step by step. Okay, this is we're going to do half dome, Yosemite or something. And so they show you every single stroke. And I'm literally going like, I'm doing the exact same fucking thing. But mine looks like, you know, I don't know, an art show for a third grader. And my sister's actually looks like the real deal. So I feel like it could be very similar to something like that. We shall see.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
When you think about your health, you mostly think about your diet and exercise.
Yeah, that's the first thing you think about.
But research increasingly shows that a healthy gut microbiome is crucial to a healthy life. Did you know? Now you know.
It's almost like I knew, but I didn't want to know.
Right.
You know? You guys, Pendulum Therapeutics is the first and only biotech company to isolate an important beneficial bacterial strain and put that strain into a convenient new probiotic-rich capsule that is formulated to help manage type 2 diabetes and nurture your body's microbiome. So this may not be for everybody. However, if you are someone who has type 2 diabetes or know someone that does, this could definitely benefit you.
Pendulum Glucose Control is the first and only medical probiotic clinically shown to help manage type 2 diabetes when taken with medication.
Over time, people with type 2 diabetes lose the gut bacteria that help them digest fiber, manage blood glucose levels. For those with type 2 diabetes, diet and exercise alone are often not enough to manage it. The best approach emphasizes diet, exercise, and a healthy gut microbiome.
This connection has been widely recognized by leading scientists studying diabetes, including the American Diabetes Association, the Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins, and others.
If you've struggled to manage these levels with diet and exercise alone, Pendulum Glucose Control is designed to lower A1C and after-meal blood glucose levels to help you manage your type 2 diabetes.
If you've struggled to manage these levels with diet and exercise alone, your gut microbiome might need attention. Pendulum Glucose Control helps fill in the gaps between diet and exercise.
If you or someone you love has type 2 diabetes, take control of glucose levels with Pendulum Glucose Control. Use code REPS at pendulumlife.com to get 20% off all products.
That's pendulumlife.com. Promo code REPS for 20% off.
It's getting really close to Christmas time, but in reality, for birthdays, just for gifts, thoughtful gifts for friends, mothers, whoever. Jewelry,
It's always a good idea.
it's never a bad idea. It's always a good idea. And honestly, I've seen so many different jewelry companies out there, especially popping up online on social media. But Ana Luisa is a fantastic company to get quality material, quality jewelry that holds up. It lasts a long time. And Ana Luisa designs pieces with a more beautiful story from the beginning to the end, starting with recycled materials whenever possible. Transparent business practices always, and small batches that are kind to the earth. I have received a few different ear cuffs. It's like earrings that just kind of like hook on. And they're my favorite because you don't have to commit to actually getting pierced. I have my ears pierced and I like the idea of getting more piercings, but with the ear cuffs, I've been able to stack them and try them on and switch them around. The jewelry looks amazing, offering a 365-day warranty. And they have new jewelry collections released every Friday. We highly recommend you check out Ana Luisa at shop.analuisa.com/reps. We absolutely love them. Their pieces start at $39 with sales up to 25% off. Get your holiday gift at shop.analuisa.com/reps. Again, it's shop.analuisa.com/reps.
I wanted to tell you, crazy. So for those of you, I don't know if some of you probably haven't listened to every single episode, but I had a ghost at my old house. We've talked about it a few times. And what's crazy is that since Ruby has left, I've been having those things again.
Really?
Yes. It's happened at least 4 times. And again, I think that I'm awake.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. I mean, I'm sure everybody's had that where they go in and out of sleep. They can't really tell if they're asleep or not. So it's like that. And then I keep feeling something walking around in my bedroom, and I'm like, just like staring at the wall. And then something gets in bed with me. And so night before last, something like the bed depressed next to me, and I feel something push up against me. And I'm just thinking, fuck. Just don't look. And I finally look, and I'm yelling, "You're not welcome here."
Yeah.
Because that's what I was supposed to do before. And it's like, I saw a figure that had like no eyes. It was like fuzzy.
Yeah.
It's dark. And so I'm looking, but it was like one of those weird things. And it happened before at my old house, where as I'm talking, the sound almost feels like right now, like with headphones in, how I can hear my voice. And then it was like, I never remember opening my eyes. My eyes are open. And then all of a sudden it's like taking the earplug out, and it's like in the room, my voice is. So I was telling my sister about it, and she goes, "Oh, I'm going to have Joe come over and stay at your house." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So he comes over last night. For those of you who've also listened, Joe is my brother-in-law. He came on one of our episodes about mindfulness, something like that.
Yeah. He kind of, he talked about his podcast.
Yes. And so anyway, he's walking around and he's saging, and he wants me to do it too. And we're having to say things like, "I understand your suffering."
Okay.
"I understand your suffering. If you are suffering, you are welcome to go." He goes, "Now go over and open the door." And so I'm like, open the door. And so as we're going, we're bringing the spirit over to leave the door, like out the door. And Daniel's over here, and Daniel goes, "It's a ghost. Can't it fucking just go through the door? Doesn't that shit just like go through the window, through the wall?" But it didn't happen last night. So this is the thing. It could just be subconsciously, I feel better about it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not having this weird lucid dream. Or maybe I really just got rid of a ghost. Oh, and Joe also told me, he goes, it could be that now, what do you say? Now that Ruby has left, they know that you're the more open one. They feel comfortable coming to you. And I was like, well, fuck that. I don't want him to come to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, get out of my bed, dude.
You're like, or I don't know. Do my lawn. You know what?
Yeah,
Mow
do
the
some
lawn.
chores. Do some chores.
Do some chores.
Hey, fucking lick my pussy.
Yeah. 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 Now that would not be a terrible ghost to have.
No.
Yeah, sometimes keeps me awake, but usually it's because he's licking my pussy. Gina's favorite. Gina, yeah, I have a ghost. I've had a ghost for years.
Yeah, I keep him around.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I kept trying to get rid of the ghost, but then it's almost like he really didn't want to go. And then he showed me what he could do if he stayed. And we've been in a relationship now for
people are getting wedding invitations.
Oh my gosh.
We're hosting parties.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, oh my God, don't sit right there. You're gonna sit right there.
God. Oh wow. Yeah.
Mm.
So that was fun. It was interesting. So yeah, it worked the first night. We'll see if it continues to work. Then he brought me like all these, because you were talking about like crystals and it's so Santa Cruz. And he brought me like this big crystal and like all these beads. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with these? He's like, put your intention on them and put them somewhere that you can think about that intention. And I was like,
you're like, wait, so are they going to do something or are they just a reminder?
Like, yeah. What's my intention? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, ghost. So yeah.
Or lick my butthole.
Or lick my butthole.
You have two options here,
you got
ghost.
two choices. Oh, I'm snorting so bad.
The ghost he's just like.
Oh my God. Have we ever told that story?
I don't know.
Maybe we shouldn't. It's hard. It's really hard. It's hard to understand without like seeing the visual.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about like what a terrible lesbian I would be. And I said, I'd be the most selfish lesbian because I'd be like, yeah, you can do it to me. I'm not doing shit to you. And then I would probably approach it like scared and then just maybe like get like a tongue dart.
Yeah. Well, that was only because you said you would do it if I poured country gravy on it.
Yeah, people are like, what the fuck?
Gina let me know that if we were lesbians, that she would lick my vagina. Well, only if I put country gravy on it. This girl loves beige.
I do love beige.
Biscuits and
gravy.
gravy.
Love me some beige.
And but that's then the way she would do it is very scared and precise.
Yeah,
and
precise
quick.
And probably unsatisfying. 100%. Yeah, unsatisfying. You'd just be like, okay, Gina, just quit.
You'd have to grab the back of her head.
I just come up, just gravy all over my face.
Just with so much tear in your eyes, like, oh my God, I couldn't breathe. All of a sudden, I'm just holding your head so hard, you pass out. I'm like, oh my God, you're just suffocating. You just inhaled. You choked on country gravy.
Just barfing up country. Oh God. We're just like painting a beautiful scene.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. What are you asking for Christmas?
Oh my gosh. Security.
Love it. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm asking for self-esteem. I ask every year and I never get it.
Yeah, I keep wanting to like grow my own hair too, but that's really that has never been on the table for me.
Yeah, it's not happening.
And you know what? Okay, you guys, so we talked about like my skin issue, perioral dermatitis. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm still taking my antibiotic. I have like a topical I put on. It is getting better, but it's still such a bitch. Like, it was getting way better, but then, then I still get like bumps or irritation right here. And then right here by my eye, and this side of my face is worse than this side. Mm-hmm. And then you add, I mean, and it's like, dry. I need to get a facial, but so that's not healed all the way. The dermatologist said, finish taking all of the antibiotic. It's 2 pills a day.
Yeah.
And then if it hasn't solved, if it's not gone, then I would just call in and they have a protocol that if that didn't take care of it, of like what they will give me next. Not sure what that is. But
well, I would be careful getting a facial unless you ask your doctor first, because depending on what they put on there, it could make it worse.
I just need a little, I don't know.
I know.
On top of it, you guys, I mean, I'm working out, regularly, trying to get some fitness back. I've been moved, all the travel. I'm trying to have some consistency, whatever, routine. And I'm doing that. I am, eating good. There are some things I could be doing better about my diet. Anyways,
there always is.
It's like, ever since I started, after having my nose surgery, that was like the biggest time off I took from training, right? And then I remember I think I talked about in the podcast, but I had like one really intense training session with Jacob Hutton, my business partner, right before I went to Montana, and trained with him legs. The next day, I was 4 pounds heavier the next morning after that training session. And I have been carrying that for a while. I have yet to drop a fucking pound.
Isn't that the weirdest thing?
Dude, it's so weird. Yeah, I'm pretty, I started my period too. So, bam.
Well, and I would just like to say this for our listeners. We are not saying that you should be as obsessed with your weight, but we're just being real. I mean, this is like, it unfortunately is something that we try to care less about, but it's baffling sometimes, like how you can change something or work so hard and then not see the results that you want, I think is what you're saying.
Well, and I think, we've talked about it, and just like the whole peroral dermatitis, like what did the dermatologist tell me? He goes, well, you're in your 30s now. And I was like, yeah. Cool. I know. Dude, and that's like what it is. And I'm just starting to experience a lot of things. It's like uncharted territory for me.
Yeah. I feel like it's
like really, really frustrating. I was telling, I don't know who I was telling, but I was like, man, I could use a win. Fuck me, dude. Just one win. Had to sell my house. Okay. Did that. Moved. Okay. Did that. Got peroral dermatitis. Sweet. Can't fit in my pants. Everything's tight. Okay.
That's what happens when you leave me. I did like a little witch thing.
You did.
Yeah. And I was like, ha.
What are my intentions?
Yeah. My intention is to make Brooke ugly and fat.
Until she comes home.
No, it's hard. I think that, I mean, and that's what I was telling you is that what's bizarre is that I've been, eating really well, haven't been drinking like at all like I used to, and gaining weight.
Yeah.
And it's bizarre. And it's like, and I don't feel like my clothes are fitting that much more terribly, but I think you're right. Like once you hit your 30s, things change. Then it's like back to the drawing board, and you got to figure out, that whole process of balancing, what you're eating with your, your diet and your exercise, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, man. It's just like I
swear you hit like 50 and you're no longer figuring it out every 10 years. You're figuring it out every year. It's like, the process completely speeds up and you're like, whoa, it used to take me, 5 years to get another wrinkle. It's like all of a sudden it's like a fucking week. And I'm like, well, what's that one? What's that one? I'm like, literally, it's like time till death is sped up. The dying process has sped up.
Just God's up there like, all right, wrap it up.
Yeah, I know. I've always said that.
God's up there like, land the plane.
Yeah, seriously. Well,
Let's get to the end.
I've joked because I went through menopause early, and I just feel like our bodies, once as women, like we've gone through menopause, it's like, okay, they're no longer good for having babies anymore. Die.
all right, die. And you're like, wait a minute.
I feel fine.
Oh,
but
God.
I feel okay. I'm not dead yet.
And I'm not dead. As you're doing it, you got like, you got like an eyebrow falls off. You're like, oh,
yeah, shit. Seriously. It's so fucked up. Oh my God. Oh.
And all you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh. Sure, the weather's turning and it's getting colder out, but know what? I don't mind one bit because I really do enjoy staying in and watching Sundance Now. There are so many amazing shows I cannot get enough of. There's a lot of entertainment out there, TV shows, movies. However, why is it that I always feel like
I've run through all of them.
Yeah, like there's not quite enough.
Right.
And you know what it is? It's because we're not checking all the places where those shows could be hiding.
That's why I love Sundance Now.
Sundance Now is full of riveting storytelling and fresh perspective. It is an ad-free streaming service, and it was created by AMC Networks for people who appreciate
riveting storytelling and fresh perspectives.
If you're interested in watching episodic shows that have to do with World War II, the Cold War, a great show that you should watch is called Shadow Lines.
Oh, you know which one I love? Discovery of Witches.
Ooh.
It's so flippin' good.
So I haven't seen that one.
It's a British series. It's a perfect mix of period drama, romance, edge of your seat thriller. Seasons 1 and 2 are streaming, which I always love when they're all backed up. So I can sit and really watch all of them in a row. And season 3 is coming in January. I'm super excited.
So it's perfect for the wintertime because if it's cold and wet and rainy outside, you're not going out.
I'm not going anywhere.
You can stream Sundance Now on all your favorite devices for as low as $4.99 a month. Just download the app or watch online and discover exclusive shows from around the world instantly.
Start streaming your next obsession now. Try Sundance Now for 30 days by going to sundancenow.com and use promo code REPS. That's sundancenow.com, code REPS for 30 days of free streaming.
Sundancenow.com with the promo code REPS.
What do you think is like the best gifts you've ever gotten?
All right.
Doesn't matter from who, but just like the best. Because I feel like all the gifts that I get that are like my most cherished are like very like thoughtful ones.
Yeah.
Or something someone's made for me.
Usually.
You love your ham.
Well, yes. My blanket.
Yeah.
But also, my dad, usually he, not every year, not all the time, but when he does gifts for the girls, he usually buys me and my sisters some piece of jewelry. Like,
that is special.
So I have like diamond earrings. I've got a diamond necklace that I literally never wear. It's almost too nice. I'm dressed like this.
You're like
in
worried
gym
about
clothes. I'm like in gym clothes. We all got rings. That was like our first like nice ring that has a diamond in it, but it all had our birthstones, and you got it when you turned, I think you got it for your 18th birthday, maybe.
Cute.
I always hated mine.
Why? Because you don't like the color of your birthstone?
Because I hated the lime green birthstone. It's the worst.
Wait, isn't there like more than one?
I don't know.
I think there's different choices.
Oh, well, that's like when you look, like that was like, that's August. Like my mom and my brother are in July, and theirs is a ruby.
Yes.
Hello.
You're all, how'd I get it from National Night?
Yeah. Our camera data. It sounded like you said hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite.
No, like it's always like a night.
Yeah, it is something like that. And then my sisters, they're in September, and theirs is like a deep blue sapphire or some shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm right in the middle. July, cool. August, what? September, way cool, pretty, looks good. It looks like something you would want.
Well, and they're like more expensive gems. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's like something you could find outside. I don't know. It's like sea glass.
I want to look it up.
Birthstones.
Stone, August. So funny. August birthstone. Was it a peridot?
Yeah.
Oh, peridot? Peridot?
Yeah, the peridot.
It is ugly. Oh, wait. 15% off.
Woohoo!
Yeah, no, you're right. It's not the prettiest.
No.
Yeah, it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was trying to think. It's so hard to like think of like thoughtful gifts for when you have so many people to buy for.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, they get to a certain age and you're not just going to give them more shit. So you just get a gift card. I just give my kids money now. Well, I got them all that gift. I can't say because Kylie listens to this before.
Yeah.
Then she'll know. But, and then I just dumped a bunch of money into Ruby's, helping her get into her place. So yeah, I have no idea what to get anyone anymore. I think I got a poem that my brother-in-law wrote me that he framed after my dad passed. That was really beautiful. Made me cry. My mom got a really cool gift. It's funny. I just saw a commercial on Etsy or on TV for Etsy that has kind of the same thing where you have my grandma had written all of our favorite recipes and then you take it in their handwriting and then you send it in and they put it like on a plate or something, which is really special. But yeah, besides that, I mean, I've gotten really generous gifts from you and from, family, friends, but, I don't know. Yeah. I think some of my favorite stuff is just like the little stuff.
Yeah. My dad always write. My dad is the best writer at writing, like putting his feelings down on paper.
Which I love because that's how my dad was. We've talked about this and your dad always reminds me of my dad. He's just like usually quiet, man of few words, but writes beautifully. Yeah.
And so whenever you get like a card, I always save all those cards. And, my grandpa, my dad's dad, when I was young, I have a teddy bear, you guys.
Oh,
Sleep with him.
Oh, that's from your grandpa?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. For some reason, I thought it was your dad.
Yeah. So same thing, like, one year my grandpa, with grandkids, once you got past a certain age, I think it may have been like, I don't know, like 14 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Then they started just giving you cash. You got like $50, $100, whatever.
Right.
And then everyone younger all got like a present. Most of the time, nothing you really wanted, something grandma got you.
Right.
Like a sweater you're never going to wear.
Right.
But my grandpa one year bought, I've had two things. One, I got a collectible bear. Mm-hmm. Like those collectible bears that have they look like little people. They're wearing like suits.
No. Oh, I thought you were talking about the bear that you sleep with.
No, I have that one too. So I have like a teddy bear. And then I have another bear. I used to have it's like a collectible bear. Like an American Girl doll. Like kind of same idea, or like porcelain dolls, right? Uh-huh. Did you ever have a porcelain doll? You do, didn't you?
Yeah.
My sisters have their porcelain dolls that look like them or whatever. And then I remember there was one that
It's even creepier. It looks like you.
There was one that was supposed to be mine and my mom never finished it. It's just like a porcelain head with like a
That's so typical of the last kid.
100%. 100%.
Do you have a half-done porcelain doll?
Yeah. By the time it was my turn, my mom was like, "I'm over this shit."
I know. It's like
just give her Robins.
It was like when baby books were the thing too.
Yeah.
It's like the older kids have. I mean, we were laughing. We were going through the attic, and my baby book, because I'm the first kid, it's like packed, right?
Yeah.
And then you get Krista's a little less, Michaela's a little less. Erica's is like 2 cards from the baby shower.
Yeah.
Like nothing else.
Well, that's how it is with like when we've gone through from moving and things like that. You've got totes in the attic of pictures, right?
Oh yeah.
And we would go through pictures, and there's like all these photos of Cody and Robin. Cody's the oldest, and then Robin. So many photos of them as babies, toddlers, growing up. And then as you get to like Lacey and then get to me,
yeah,
not a lot.
Nothing.
Not a lot.
And it makes sense, right? I mean, you're so fucking busy with these other kids. You don't have time to do all that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, really makes that youngest one feel extra special.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Did I have any birthdays? Did you take any pictures? How long have I been this old? No pictures to remember.
Oh my God. So true. It's funny.
But yeah. As you get older, you know, I think it's not everybody, but it can be hard to buy for people, especially if you're buying for someone who is the type of person like you and me.
Yeah. That would,
where if you need something, if I need something, I just go and get it.
I know.
I just get it. And
that's why I think it's like, especially like with friends and stuff. I think like what we've done before, like, okay, we'll go on a trip or we'll go do this together or go do a spa day together or something. Like, don't spend the money. I mean, I feel like it's the same thing, like with my grandma. My grandma doesn't need anything. She's got a million tchotchkes. I buy her a new pair of slippers every year, but she doesn't need anything, or maybe like a puzzle, because the woman is a puzzle maniac. But I remember one year, because she always goes, "Oh, don't buy me anything." Every single year. That's not me making fun of my grandmother. She has a very thick Southern accent. And so she says it every year. So Michaela one year, and I like the idea of this. If it's for somebody that has, everything that they possibly could want, to do something like where you're donating in their name.
Mm-hmm.
And so my sister had bought, I can't remember what country, but if you bought a goat, it would, give milk and all this to a family. So she did this for my grandparents, and my grandma thought that she really got her a goat.
Oh,
and she was like, she could not wrap her brain around, because it comes with like a little certificate, and it's like, a goat in your name. And she's like, "Michaela, you got me a goat?" She's like, "No, Grandma, I got a goat for a family." "You bought me a goat for a family?" It's like, you gave my goat to a family. You bought me a goat and gave it to someone else. It didn't go over as well as Michaela thought. Let's just say that. Like, she wasn't upset about it. She just didn't understand it. She didn't understand what was happening. So.
You know what? I have seen a video of this, and I think I've always wanted to do it with like my nieces and nephews, but never have. And now they're getting too old to really do it to them. But have you seen the videos of parents that like, they have a bunch of presents wrapped under the tree, have all the kids' presents. And when kids are misbehaving, and they say, if I have to tell you again, basically every time the kids are really bad and they like don't, because you're trying to like,
if I have to tell you one more time,
they take a present, they just pick one and they throw it in the fire and it burns up, but they're just empty boxes.
That's so good. That is something I would do to my kids. Damn, why didn't I know about that?
I know. How good is that? I think it's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. I love that. Yeah, because kids can be such shits, man.
Oh, for sure. And like, Elf on the Shelf can only do so much.
Right. We never did Elf on the Shelf.
Well, we didn't either, but I wonder if it started later. How long has that been even going on?
I have no idea. But
I better Google it.
I didn't even do it with Ruby. And Ruby's what, 21 now? So yeah,
I started seeing it with my nieces and nephews.
Yeah. Well, did you see the Celeste Barber story? Where she's gotten out of doing Elf on the Shelf for so long.
No.
And so she finally like broke down and I don't know how many kids they have. They have a few kids. So she sent her husband to the store she's telling this whole story on her Instagram. And so she sends her husband to the store, and he doesn't get one elf. He gets 3 elves, and then goes and picks the kids up, and the kids see all 3 elves, like doesn't hide it from them or anything. Cause he wasn't sure how many, like he didn't understand the concept.
Yeah.
So he got one per kid or something like that. So she was like, I've gotten out of having to hide these fucking elves, this elf. And now I have to hide 3 elves because they saw how many elves there were. So she's having to find 3 hiding spots a night. Cause I think you start at the beginning of the month, right?
Yep.
And then you hide it
and they
every
move.
single time.
They move.
Yeah, they move.
They moved out the house.
Oh my God. That just,
So this I was right. It started, it's not old. It started in 2005.
oh, no wonder.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Elf on the Shelf tradition started back in 2005 when Carol, I'm going to butcher her last name, but I'll attempt it.
Okay.
Abersold.
Okay.
And her daughter, Shanda Bell, self-published the book, The Elf on the Shelf, A Christmas Tradition, along with a special box with a small scout elf inside.
It's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. It's huge.
I love seeing what people will do with it.
Yeah.
You know? I really do.
There's some really creative people out there.
Like I saw a video just the other day, and it's like panning over, and it's got a lemonade stand. And then there's cups of lemonade. And then in the corner is the elf leaning up against the wall, peeing into the cup. It's a
so
naughty elf. Yeah, it's
so creative though. I love that. I would do something dumb, like just like, stick it.
Oh no, you would definitely just throw it somewhere, because I remember I remember doing it with my brother.
Yeah, just put it in the corner.
Well, Cody
throw it on their bed.
Cody was the worst because he wouldn't it would be, it usually starts like right after Thanksgiving, and Cody's elf wouldn't show up till like, I don't know, like the 22nd of December. And then like every year,
and all the other kids are like, oh,
my elf was here. And
my elf's been here like for weeks.
His kids are like, we don't know where ours is at. He never showed up.
It's had such a good hiding spot this whole time.
And then of course, like an adult has some bullshit excuse like, oh no, Santa called and your elf had to stay behind and help with something very
more
important.
Toys.
But he's coming.
Yeah.
He'll be here Christmas Eve.
So true.
So
my God. It is funny. All right. We should wrap it up.
Buddy, I love you.
I gotta go. I love you too. Hey guys, we love you too.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. We love you guys. Thanks for hanging in there. We will be together next week. So excited. Yeah. Yay. But yeah, we appreciate you guys hanging in there with all the Zooms.
So much Zoom.
Fucking hate Zoom, dude.
I know it.
All right,
guys. Well, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, 5-star rating, 5-star warning.
And we'll get back to you guys next week.
Yep.
Bye.